chicken macho man to come in.
Are we both in frame? I can't see. Yeah.
Just have to trust.
Also, we won't be able to answer questions.
You're in.
All right.
Cool.
Okay, so feel free to ask me any
Oh,
questions
jeez.
about slimes.
Rumor has it, Bob, who made Please Chicken? What's happening?
So the first rule of Slime Rancher is the slimes aren't going to ranch themselves.
Okay.
So you got a job to do.
All right.
Got to ranch the
Is
slimes.
this Overwatch?
this is Overwatch, the Slime Edition. So pretty much the way this game works is...
By the way, Divinity 2 looks great.
Oh, did we title this Divinity 2?
I don't know.
It's downloading.
Yeah, it's downloading, so I'm playing Slime Rancher.
So I'll show you this guy, right?
They're trapped.
So the way it works is out in the wild. This is my farm.
Did you want to introduce yourself, by the way? Or do people know you already?
Oh. Hey, everybody. I'm Will. This is Sam.
Hi.
Oh, are we not?
We're not. I don't care.
He said
It's
we're
on the
live.
record. I don't care.
Whatever, they can join whenever they want.
Good
So-
to have it just in case.
So the way it works is there's a beautiful world and there's slimes, right? And the slimes, when they eat stuff, right?
What do you guys do for work?
I don't know. Will, what do you do for
The
work?
channel's not on.
It's not on?
I'm telling you, I'm looking at it right now.
Oh.
But isn't there like a delay?
No, wait.
What?
I'm watching it. Wait, never mind, I was on the wrong channel.
How dare What were you watching?
We were watching my personal channel that has like one follower.
Oh my god, he ate something.
Other side entertainment.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh man.
So these slimes, right?
Yeah.
They live in their world, right? And they get hungry every once in a while, so they'll eat whatever food they want.
Okay.
So they have a particular diet. So this guy will eat this carrot, and when he eats it,
Is that like pee on the ground? Or blood?
it's slimage.
What did you just do?
Oh yeah.
Smashed him into a wall.
So you have this vacuum cleaner that you can just kind of vacuum them up.
Oh god. This looks cruel.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. So every time they eat something, they poop out this little plort. So there's a whole economy
Oh, it is a
here.
plort.
So a plort it's like a gem, I guess. And so the rule with the gems is they'll never eat their own gem color.
Okay, cannibalism. Got it.
But if another color of slime eats one of their gems, so if like this pink guy eats a green gem, he'll
Sure.
turn into this weird monster that's a combination between two of the slimes.
Okay, I see.
And
So
he'll get
he's
giant.
special.
So he's just enormous because
Whoa.
that was some enormous one that captured that.
So what's the goal of the game?
So the goal is to get more slimes to make your ranch bigger. So
Okay.
like my ranch, it's getting pretty big, and these gems are worth money. So these plorts are worth money. So it's a good idea to capture a bunch of these little slimes, right? And go back to your farm, which I'm pretty far into this game, so my
Wait,
farm's
wait,
kind of
wait.
big.
So you're kidnapping slimes. Am I getting this right?
Yes.
And then harvesting their souls?
Don't forget leaving them in a starved state. You can see.
Look how sad they are.
They're all
so
starving.
hungry.
So we can make them happy by feeding them some food. So there we go. And he pooped out a little thing.
Oh.
So this cage of imprisonment
Okay.
plays some music, so they feel good. And that little gem right there, right? There's an automatic
I see.
thing that keeps sucking up the gems, so that it's doing its vacuum cleaning. So
This vaguely feels evil. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
oh, it's super evil.
How do you put the slimes in? You just chuck them in?
Yeah, you just kind of shoot them in. So you go like that,
Oh no.
and then there's more slimes in there. And you can grow other things, right? So those are weird
Whoa.
combinations of radioactive
Those are
slimes
really
and
big.
honey slimes that are also starving because I'm terrible at feeding my small creatures. So these slimes,
Okay. Oh. they're
these
like
are the boom
lava.
slimes.
Bum?
These guys are pretty scary. They
Boom. Okay, sorry.
boom slimes.
Boom.
So he likes to explode every once in a while,
You let him free.
and I'll show you what
There
happens.
he goes.
Yeah, and the slimes, when they get hungry, they will go after their food. That's why I've been keeping them in pens, because this guy, he's gonna eat all this chicken if I just let him roam around.
He tried to jump over it, but he. Ooh.
So
He
that's what they
didn't
do,
die.
is they explode. And I'll show you what happens. So So this is a bum slime. He eats one of these pink plorts.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
he's
what
gonna go
happens
for
to
it.
him? Okay. He's like, I'm finally free. It's been 50 years since I had my last meal.
So now he's an enormous bum.
Yeah.
Which is horrible because he's really big and
Okay.
his explosion is probably gonna kill me. Maybe. Also, he's gonna
Wait,
start
he's-
killing. So give me a second.
Oh!
Okay.
He's like a balloon.
so he's big, right? And it gets worse than that. If
Okay.
we just let him.
Can you remind me why we don't just kill off all these life forms again? Aside from-
Because we want to suck money out of them.
Okay. But what are you exchanging the money for? Just
Upgrades
like, your
and stuff
own
like
food?
Not
Are
really.
you the only human in this world?
Okay, so here's the next rule.
Oh, okay.
So if he gets a third slime type, right? So remember he's pink and explosion.
Okay.
So
right.
if he gets a third slime type, he turns into a horrid abomination
I want to see
upon
that.
the earth that will just
Oh.
start murdering everything.
Perfect. You look so happy now.
So
Oh.
the murder monsters
Oh, he's trying to eat you.
you don't want in your farm.
Oh, you killed him.
They're allergic to water.
Allergic. Oh. Look how mad they are trapped in there.
So I'm gonna make it daytime real quick.
You could do that.
Yeah, sleep in my nice little bed. Do the morning.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm getting it.
So that's the rules of the slimes. Is you combine two and you get like a big one. You
Harvest,
can kidnap them,
combine.
keep them in their pens, and gather their stuff. And every once in a while, sacrifice chickens to the slime gods. Also, do the horrible thing of putting a small chick in there, which doesn't get eaten until it grows up.
I see.
So yes,
It's just
horrifying.
food queued up, you know?
Yeah. Which you can also use these little things that'll.
Wait, save your chickens.
So this thing will feed them automatically over time.
Oh, nice.
So we'll just kind of sit in there.
A lot of. Look how traumatized they are.
Yeah. So now, so I can sell these.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay. They get mad about the chickens. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So this is where the plort market is. So it's
I
literally a poop market.
Okay.
So you can see the price of stuff goes up and
People
down.
in this world have problems.
Oh, I forgot about the rule with the slimes. Is the whole map, right? It's
Okay.
big, right? It's like,
like an
it's
island?
one giant, enormous island. And anytime a slime goes into the water,
No!
they're not murdered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the one
What,
not horrifying
but
thing.
where are they?
According to a loading screen, they find their way back to the island and then just show up
You
again.
just chucked 4 lives into the ocean.
They sunk to the bottom. It's fine.
That's horrible. Their family's right here looking for them. You threw them over the side of a cliff. Oh. Oh, okay, okay. So there's a lot of different slimes here
Yeah.
coexisting.
So we got these
Are
guys.
they friends?
And just kind
Oh,
of chill out around.
oh.
Oh, there's some combinations going
He
on
went
there.
straight for his poop. Oh my god.
These guys are cool. They're a little violent though. They think they're giving you a hug, but in reality, they're like, spitting deadly spikes at you.
Got it. What's that?
Uh,
Whoa. Whoa.
whoa! I didn't have this spot saved.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's a big continent.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So this is my ranch on the bottom. It's big.
I see, and then this is the part we walked around.
Yep.
So the blue up there is stuff you haven't been to yet? Or just haven't unlocked the map for it?
I've been there, but I think I uploaded a different save, so I gotta explore it again.
Okay,
But
that's fine.
whatever.
Map data is like Breath of the Wild. Except not really.
So is it one continuous world?
Yeah. So the whole game is one giant world.
Okay.
And you can kind of see if I can get higher up. Let me just. Oh, I got a jetpack too. Runs on. It feels like water.
Super
so-
Mario Sunshine.
So the game's pretty big. All these islands that I can see, I can
Uh-huh.
reach, which is pretty awesome.
Ooh. That fart though. Oh, that's a jetpack.
So there's some areas that start out with some dangerous, angry slimes.
Oh, okay. Alright,
Oh.
just take their plorts and run.
I guess it's daytime,
Oh,
so
it's a
they're not
cute
showing
not
up.
bad. So what do you normally do at OtherSide Entertainment, Will?
So normally,
Yeah.
I'm a programmer.
Uh-huh.
Yep. So I work on Underworld Ascendant, and program gameplay.
Casual.
And everything else.
But here we are in Slime Rancher world.
Yeah.
Oh. It's a cat.
Yeah, it's a tabby slime.
Oh. How come none of them want to eat the chicken?
I think he's just not hungry yet. You can kind of tell when their lips start getting like really bleeding and red. Yeah, he's starting to get red lips, and then they just get more carnivorous.
Oh.
So you can see that the thing with the game is once there's 3 different species,
Yeah.
things just get a little out of hand because people start combining.
Extinction.
So now there's this explosion thing.
So most of these are going to turn into like the monster kind, yeah?
Yeah,
Like
so there's a
there it
monster.
goes.
And I actually, so the game has this cool building mechanic too. I placed this auto water turret. So once these things come near, the water turret's going to start blasting water at these guys since they get destroyed by the water. So the building system is pretty awesome. So when you hit the T key, it puts you into this building mode. And so this building mode, you can go to a bunch of different spots in the world
Oh, okay.
and drop down things. So I've been putting down teleporters and stuff like that. So I could put in
Oh, I see.
pumps and whatnot.
Different stuff.
Yeah,
Cool.
so there's a lot of stuff to do once you're like into the mode. So I can put up spring pads if I want to like jump around in that spot. I can also do decorations.
Curios, warp
I don't have any on me right now, but you can have like there's a basketball hoop and all
For the
kinds of
slimes or
craziness.
for you?
I think it's really for me because you can take the slimes and throw them through the basketball hoop, as of
That's
course
horrible.
another form of torture.
You really are just like destroying them. There's really no other way to put it.
There really is.
Just throw them in the water, walk away, collect their poop, and then enslave them.
So I'm gonna go this way
Oop. Okay.
through the bombs.
So for the most part, the slimes don't really want to do anything to you. They're friendly.
Yeah,
That's nice.
they're friendly unless they turn into those weird monsters. The blue ones, it really looks like they want to hug, but you know they're made out of spikes, so
Right.
it feels like they don't really get that.
Oh, what is that? Oh, it landed on your head. And then peed. You're so smiley.
So this area has a weird slime type. It has quantum slimes. So the quantum slimes are either there or not. So it's kind of like the Schrodinger's cat, where the cat is either dead or alive.
Right.
So there's one right there. We can
There
see
he
him.
is.
He's kind of
Oh, he's
phasing
phasing out
in
his
and out.
sisters.
They're actually really hard to capture because he could be there or he could not.
Oh, damn.
So I have
You
them
got
in,
him.
I have them in one of my pens, and they
No,
start
no,
getting
no.
more
Oh,
aggressive,
no.
the more hungry they get, and they can warp through walls.
Oops, wait, he gets, oh no, he transformed.
Oh, that's.
Wait,
that's not gonna be
take his
good.
plort, take his plort.
So now he's a warping.
Take him,
Explosive
take him,
thing.
just take him. Oh,
So the big guys. You
throw him
can't-
in the water.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Kill him. Goodbye. Now you just take his poop. Wait, you got rid of his poop? You don't want it?
I want more quantum plorts. More quantum
You're
poop.
saying his poop wasn't good enough for you?
His poop wasn't good enough for me. I want his poop.
Okay.
I guess I could feed this guy a chicken. Oh yeah, so these guys, they're hard to capture because they're so big.
Uh-huh.
So you can capture them, right? And if you feed them, so if I give him a chicken, oh, I guess he's
You
not
shot him with a chicken.
hungry. Eat the chicken.
He's gonna fall in the water. He's fine. He's
Oh,
fine.
okay, he's gonna.
What was that?
So that's his warping. He might actually just warp up there.
Okay. They're all trying to escape, dude. There he goes. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
He's not hungry yet.
Threaten him. Just like hold him over the water. If you don't poop, you're gonna fall.
So the chicken has someone else. Okay, so if I.
Oh, look at what's with that one? The yellow spiky guy.
Oh, they like fruit. That's why. Okay.
Is he like
There's a fruit.
a half blue, half yellow? The spiky yellow. You'll see him in a second. Let's just this
Oh.
guy. This guy. Come back.
Yeah, so he can warp through walls and shoot at me, and he probably wants a poke. Go fruit.
Take a fruit, little man.